Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing something I have not done in so long. I'm doing a beauty recap. So this is where I sit down and talk to you about products that I've been playing around with in recent times. I don't think this will be a monthly thing because I don't really have new stuff coming into my life often enough to be doing that, but I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I got from the Priceline Beauty Prescription Live, and I've been playing around with stuff, so I thought, you know, let's talk about my thoughts on the things. The first thing I want to start with is actually from The Ordinary. This is from their new hair range, or one of their new products in their hair range. It is a natural moisturizing factors plus hyaluronic acid. So this is a product that has a consistency of milk, basically. She's, you know, very nice and thin, and you basically take a few drops and you pop it on your scalp, and then you massage it into your scalp. Now, some of you may know that since I went on isotretinoin, my hair and my scalp and my skin and pretty much every other fucking part of my body has never been the same since. I now deal with dry skin, and that includes the skin on my scalp, and it's specifically worse in winter. Now, I have been dealing with that again this year. It's not as bad as last year, and I feel like I'm more mentally prepared for it. So I'm kind of, I guess I'm better equipped to deal with it. So this product came at the perfect time for testing. So I did put this to the test, and what I can say is it works. It definitely hydrates. However, it also does start to weigh down the hair after a few days of use. So they recommend that you apply this at night, so then you have time for your scalp to absorb what it needs from it and for the product to evaporate and all that jazz. And for like the first 2 nights, I feel like that's fine, or like the, you know, the day after, first 2 days, it's fine. But after that, it starts to like really build up in the hair, and I start to look like you can see I've just got this like very like greasy looking section of just the roots. And it's not like, if you have naturally oily hair, you will know that when your oils start to come through, it like migrates down the hair and it just starts to look oilier and oilier. That doesn't happen with me. I don't get oily roots, but what I do get is just like this very, very small section of like oiliness right at the roots where I've been putting this stuff on my hair. So I definitely think if you are using this, you're not going to get longevity out of a hair wash. Essentially, you are going to have to wash it every few days to have it look clean, but in saying that, it does work, which I think is the most important part. You obviously don't want to be using a product that after a couple of days makes your scalp greasy or your hair look greasy, and then it's not actually helping the issue. I noticed an improvement after the first use, and I would say with like continued use, you would see even better results. So I like this product. I'm keeping it, and I am going to continue to use it in my routine. Since we started with hair, let's continue with hair, because I have 2 products here that are both leave-in treatments, and I didn't love them, unfortunately. So let's start with the Daily Naturals Ends Sealer. This is a leave-in treatment. It is supposed to smooth, condition, and eliminate frizz. Now, I have bleached hair. It's very faded at the moment, but that's okay. So it is color damage. So I do definitely deal with dryness. I deal with like frizziness. Like the ends can get a little bit not so nice looking if I don't look after them. So I'm always on the hunt for things that hydrate, smooth, and definitely help to control frizz. Now, this does do that. However, the issue that I ran into, my natural hair is quite thin. When I have extensions in, different story. This was a bit too heavy for my hair. It leaves a residue on my hair, so I don't get that really nice, like, sort of silky, free-flowing hair vibe going on. Like, I can feel that there's a residue in there, which is unfortunate. I did, however, enjoy the packaging. So you literally just twist the top and you squeeze the product out. Let's see if we can get some. There we go, just like that. You can squeeze the top again. Keeps everything really nice and clean, which is great. The product has a bit of a balmy-ish texture, which is why I think I had the issues with it feeling like it leaves a residue on my hair. I think if you were dealing with thicker hair, I think also like this would be fine in my extensions. You probably wouldn't run into the issues that I ran into. Potentially also I could try using a smaller amount. The problem is because I have an extension cut, the ends of my hair are like, they're very fine. There's not a whole lot of hair there. It's all designed to sort of blend into my extensions. Pretty much any amount of product that I put on the ends is too much. So this is, I think it's honestly just a bit too heavy for my hair. I do, however, quite like the scent. I would say it's probably a little bit like, you know, generic hair product scent-ish, but I don't know, I don't hate that. I'm pretty basic in that way. I kind of like it. Also, a great thing about this product is it's huge. It's 150 mils. It's going to last you forever. So I don't dislike it. I just don't think this particular product is suited for me. There are definitely other products in the Daily Naturals range that I would be willing to check out when I'm, like, you know, shopping around at Priceline. And I mentioned this before. I mentioned it in the Priceline Beauty Prescription Live haul video that I did. I love their packaging. It's got that cool 70s vibe, but it's just like a little hint without being over the top. It's cute. I like it. The next hair product I have is from Shea Moisture. This is the Papaya and Neroli with Elderflower All Day Frizz Control Milk Gel. This smells divine. Oh my god, absolutely divine. You can smell the elderflower, like the freshness of it. It is insane. Also the papaya, like it's got this really nice, just fresh, zesty zing to it. Again, I would actually say there's a little bit too heavy for my hair, unfortunately. I think I will have better luck with this when I've got my extensions back in though, so I'm going to continue to play with it and see how I go. Same with the Daily Naturals product. And if I'm not having a great time with them, I will probably pass them on. I won't keep them in my stash. But I think, look, here's the thing about Shea Moisture. I really like their products. I actually have one of their shampoos in. I've got to go get it. We've got to talk about it. This one here. This is the Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Shampoo with silk proteins and neem oil. This smells divine. I love the scent of it. I have been using this for a while now. It's about up to about there. And I actually, this, in terms of the products that I have from Shea Moisture, this one is my fave. This is almost like, when I wash this out of my hair, there must be some sort of conditioning agents in there because my hair doesn't feel like it's just been shampooed. It feels really smooth and soft and silky. There's no tangles, all that good stuff. So I quite like this. I really like Shea Moisture as a brand. I've used quite a few of their products over the years and I can't say I've ever been like flat out disappointed by a product. There's been products like similar to this where I can just tell that they're not designed for my hair, or, you know, not suitable for my hair type, but like at the core, they're not a bad product. So I would say this was my winner. And this guy, I was just God, my brain was also like, talk about how it's sulfate free and you love that and blah, blah, blah. I'll talk about that in a second. This one, I do enjoy it. I really like the scent. I want to play with it more when I've got my extensions in, but I think it would be better suited to people with thicker hair, curly hair. And back to this, sulfate free and color safe. Fantastic for me. Not that, I mean, listen, we're fading my color out. It is what it is. But sulfate free is great. I used to get a Tame. I haven't had one for a while. So, you know, sulfates were kind of like, I just don't use them. But yeah, you know, it's nice if you have, like colored hair, or if you're having other hair treatments done that require you to try to avoid sulfates. It's really nice that you can just go to Priceline and find good quality hair products that don't contain sulfates. I want to move on to some skin products because I had a couple that I was particularly interested in playing around with. Two of them from the Jojoba company. So I've got the Probiotic Jojoba milk here with vitamin B complex, and I also have the Transformative eye serum with Instatight and firming eye peptides. So the face milk, is that what it's called? Yes. Probiotic face milk is a milk. It's a nice light serum. For me, I felt like this wasn't doing enough. It just wasn't really ticking the boxes of what I look for in skincare. So usually when I'm using a serum, I'm using something quite active. It might be like an acid-based serum. It might be a retinol-based serum, or like I'm aiming for hydration because that's one of my big issues, and that's when I'm going for like a hyaluronic acid. Now, I was kind of hoping that this would work in place of a hyaluronic acid. I don't typically like to layer multiple serums, so I'm kind of like, it's got to be one, maximum two if I'm pairing it with a retinol in the evening. Otherwise, it doesn't cut it for me. But this it just wasn't really enough. I felt like my skin was lacking the hydration that it usually has when I'm wearing a hyaluronic acid, because I'm careful with how much skincare I layer because of like breakouts and stuff like that. I try to be, you know, try to keep it minimal because I don't want to go back to having acne. It freaks me out, and maybe it's a little bit unfounded because I don't think the reason why I had acne was because of skincare, but still I am kind of a little bit like, it just scares me, so I keep things simple. What I will say is I actually loved the packaging. It just fits so nicely in the hand. This is a glass bottle. The pump is very, very functional. It's smooth. At no stage does it sort of feel like clunky or like it's not dispensing an even amount of product. The packaging feels really good quality. So I think, look, I've tried products from Jojoba company in the past. Specifically their jojoba oil is one of my favorites. I have that inside and I use it as part of my routine. So I think they have lovely products. I just don't think that one is suited for what I particularly look for in my skincare routine. The next item is this guy, and I was super excited to try this. I had very high hopes, and potentially my hopes were a little bit, look, maybe they're a bit too lofty. I don't know. This is an eye serum, and again, this has a super lovely thin formula. Now, it has a like a ball massaging applicator, but it's also a dropper. So if you look here at the top, there's a little dropper there. You can just drop out a little bit of product and it comes out of the little ball applicator. It's cool. I love the packaging. Again, you have that glass jar, which is fantastic. Now, this product, you might be able to see, it's got that nice thin consistency. When you put this on, it is supposed to basically instantly start to tighten the area under your eyes or wherever you apply it. Now, unfortunately, I didn't notice that. Potentially, if you had deeper lines than I do or more fine lines, you might see an improvement. I didn't see any instant improvements, and I did continue to use the product for quite a while. And I just, on its own, I didn't see anything like beneficial going on. What I do like about it though is it's thin enough that you could totally layer this with other products. So what I started to do was putting on a drop of this under each eye, massaging it in. I even like massage it, you know, over my eyelid and up to my eyebrow, a little bit out sort of on my temples and like down to where my cheekbone starts. And then I would take my standard eye cream and I would put that over the top once this had absorbed into the skin. And that's fine. It's, you know, it's layering the products. This is very thin, so I'm not I don't feel like I'm at the risk of getting milia. I haven't noticed any either while I've been doing that, so that's fantastic. I do think this pairs really nicely with my eye cream as well. So, you know, it's great. And the eye cream that I use, I do feel like that has a tightening effect. Maybe this is helping a little bit as well. I don't know. It's very hard to tell because these things are, you know, they happen slowly over time. What I was hoping for this to do was pretty much make my eyes look 10 years younger, but you know, that's unrealistic. So there's that. Oh, something else I would say about this product is using it on its own as someone with dry skin, I didn't feel like it was hydrating enough. I definitely felt like I needed something extra to like get hydration boost going on around my eye area. The next skincare product that I was very excited to try is this. This is the Boots No. 7 Line Correcting Booster Serum. Now, this is something that you can apply directly to areas that need help. So it's designed to like smooth lines on your face, fine and deeper lines as well. But you can also mix it with your skincare if you want. Now, I started out using this around my eye area after I'd swapped this out, obviously, and also on my smile lines. Now, I stopped using it on my smile lines because I was like, fuck this, I'm going to get PDO mono threads. So I did that. So I'm not using it on my smile lines at the moment. I am still occasionally using it around my eyes. At no stage did I see any improvement. Now, granted, you know, they might say use it for 500 years before you see results, but I'm kind of the belief that that's, I don't know, I don't really subscribe to that belief, okay? I feel like if a skincare product is giving you something that your skin really needs, you start to see results pretty quickly. What I do think this product is really good at is being non-offensive when it comes to mixing it with other skincare products and layering it, and it's good hydration. So I think if you are somebody who, you know, has very dry, dehydrated eye area and you then start using this on your eyes twice a day, you are definitely going to see results. This as like an eye cream or eye serum type product, I've really, really enjoyed it. It hydrates really nicely, but it's also super thin. So like if you're putting makeup over the top, all you've got is nice hydrated skin. You don't have like any heavy cream that's gonna like make your concealer or your foundation start to move or crease around your eyes, which is really nice. So I think this has a place, but I don't think it's the miracle product that we all wish it could be. But I do think if you are lacking certain things in your skincare routine, you could definitely see improvements with a product like this. However, if you are similar to me, where you're already using a very active skincare routine and you're doing all of the things and using all of the, like, you know, the good shit that your skin really likes, then something like this probably not going to tick a great big box for you, but I have been enjoying using it, so I'm gonna hold on to this one and continue playing with it. Body, let's do a body product. So I have this one. This is from Weleda. It is a Skin Food body lotion. Now, I have a long lovely relationship with skin food. Specifically, they're like standard skin food balm. When I was struggling with eczema on my feet and way back, also on my hands, it could be a real lifesaver of a product. It was the type of product that helps to like hydrate my skin but doesn't aggravate the eczema further. My eczema seems to have decided to just get up and leave my life. So, you know, I'm particularly pleased about that, but that doesn't mean I still don't have skin food kicking around just in case. Now, I've never tried the body lotion version, and I was a bit like, oh God, is this just like a big giant tub or bottle of skin food, or is this actually like a body lotion version? And it is a body lotion version. So let's do this one. It is fairly easy to get out of the bottle, actually. I've got to give them that. Now, the product is thick. You can see there, like she's not moving. She's not going anywhere. But the beauty of the bottle is it is quite easy to squeeze. I'm not going to do it with the lid off because I'm scared I'm going to like squeeze it everywhere. You can see, very easy. Got weak hands like me? It's fine. This bottle is very easy to squeeze. And just giving the bottle a little shake easily moves the product down to the lid, and you can store it upside down if you please. God damn, I talked too long and the camera stopped recording. I'm all for the packaging. Everything here is very functional, which I like. Now, when it comes to the moisturizer itself, you can see she's nice and thick. It is very hydrating, but it absorbs into the skin nicely. It does leave a little bit of a residue on the skin. I'm gonna say that much. So if it's winter time and you're putting this on your legs and then you want to very quickly put on like a pair of tracksuit pants or some loungewear or whatever, yeah, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna know, which is not my favorite feeling. If you can walk around without pants on or without putting a top on for maybe 10 or 15 minutes while everything absorbs, then you're going to have a better time. I'll just put it that way. But if that feeling doesn't bother you, then, you know, obviously it doesn't bother you. This does smell like skin food as well. If you're not familiar with the scent of skin food, it's quite herbal, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's super pleasant, and you know, it's not like, oh yes, I want to smell. I mean, some people might really love it. I don't. I associate it with having eczema. Like, for me, this has been a repair type product, but I don't hate it. It's not unbearable. I just don't want to give you guys the impression that the scent is like outstanding and really amazing. It's not my favorite, but I would also say that the scent of the body lotion, I don't think it's as strong as skin food, like the original version of it. Now, the really nice part is how hydrated it makes your skin. I talked about, you know, dry skin in winter. It's a thing for me. So having like body butters and balmy, hydrating skin products is really important for me. And this ticks that box. I think if you struggle with dry skin, and, you know, you might be able to relate to, you know, the itchy feeling if your skin gets too dry, this gives you like that prolonged hydration feeling, which is really nice. This is a product that is designed for dry to very dry skin, and I think where this is really going to shine is for people who also potentially have like maybe irritated skin or a little bit sensitive. Skin food has always been a product that I felt like I could rely on. It was never going to make anything worse for me, which is sometimes when you've got like skin issues and you're trying to find a product that's effective but also gentle, that can be the hardest part. And skin food for me was always quite reliable in that way. And I feel like this moisturizer, you know, it ticks that box. So I quite like it. it's very nice, and I will definitely be holding on to this one and continuing to use it in the future. Let's talk about some makeup items. I have some lip glosses here from Mercier, and I've just done a little touch up with this one. This is the shade Baby Doll. So these are the lip Glacé lip glosses. I think I actually have 5 of these. I think there might be one inside. There might have been 6. There might be one in my handbag as well. I've been loving these recently. So from what I understand, these are reformulated. These were already in their range, I think, and they've been reformulated. Now, the ones on these are pretty cool. They are doe foot-ish. Focus on the thing, not on my face. But they have this little like curved section where they hold a little extra pocket of product. So you can really do like just one dip to apply it to the whole of your lips. The formula is super hydrating, guys. Super hydrating. I've talked about this before. I really like lip glosses that actually hydrate the lips, and if you're dealing with dry lip woes, then a lip gloss can literally be your savior on a bad day. These guys have like a sheer kind of formula, but also tinted, and these two are, they've got like micro sparkle in them. It is so subtle that like you can't feel it on your lips, you can't see it, it just adds to the shine. And then these two here are the cream shades, which are not like, you know, they're not like milky white weirdness on the lips. They're like, again, sheer like soft tints of color. So the bottom one, this one, which you can barely see, that one is vanilla. The next one up, which is this sort of light sort of peachy baby pink, that one's called is it rosé? Yeah, it's rosé. The brighter pink, which is this one, is rose syrup, and the one that I'm currently wearing on my lips and is up here on the top is Baby Doll. My card was full, so I had to replace it. Now I can't remember what I was saying, but I love these. Freya, your tail is making the noise. It's making the noise. Yeah, sit down. Good girl. Yeah, I've been loving these. Formula is really nice, and now one's on the ground. I have found that all of the colors are quite wearable. They look really nice on the lips. Not, you know, overly pigmented. The formula is, it's not super thin, but it's not like thick and goopy either. It's not sticky, which is a big thing for me. I do not like sticky lip glosses. These have been lovely. The other items that I have from Mercier are actually their tinted moisturizer blush. So I have 5 shades here, and the one that I used recently was this one called Provence. These are really nice. The applicator is super skinny. There is 15 mils in these tubes, so you know it's gonna last you forever. Why am I orange? The camera, I know it is. There we go. That's a little bit better. So I lost my train of thought again. This is painful, guys. I've been here a long time. The formula is quite thin, easy to squeeze out of the tubes, and I mean, look, they're not overly pigmented, but they're not super sheer either. So these are designed to be similar to their tinted moisturizer in their formula, but obviously they're a blush, and they do have a bit more pigmentation. Well, not a bit more, quite a bit more pigmentation than the tinted moisturizer, because the tinted moisturizer is very sheer. That color there is Provence, and that was the first one that I used, and I quite like it. It's like a nudie pink. This one here is La Piscine. Am I saying that right? Someone will know. I would say that this is quite similar to the first one. It's just a bit more like pinky. Then we have Mediterranean, and this one is a bit more of like a peachy kind of nude. Then we start getting into the darker colors. This one is Corsica, which again, it's kind of like that like almost brick orangey. And the last one I have is French Riviera, which I definitely think this is best suited for deeper skin tones, but I feel like also often we don't see blushes going that dark, which I really like. And that kind of is like chocolatey-ish brown, but it has some red tones in there as well. These are very nice. They are easy to apply in a very sheer manner, which I like. What surprised me about them is that they do seem to dry down to almost it appears to be a fully matte finish. So they don't really they don't offer a lot of like gloss and glow to the cheek. I was quite surprised by that because I kind of assumed that these would, you know, be in that sort of family of dewy blush, which is very popular at the moment. But yeah, they're not. They do set down. So in saying that, when you're working with them, do keep that in mind, because if you take too long, they can set and not move. You want to like get that blending going as quickly as you can. But I've only just started playing with these, so I think I may even come back and talk about these a bit more in the future, but I have them here and I quite like them. Okay, more makeup. I want to talk about the Essence Double Trouble Mascara. So I have the waterproof version here and the standard version. What do they call it? Extra black. So I only used the extra black. I don't use waterproof mascara all that often. However, when I find a formula that I really like, I do like to have one kicking around for those days when you just know you're going to need a waterproof mascara. We all have those days. So my plan of attack was to test out this one, and if I really liked it, I would hold on to this one. Turns out I'm not so much of a fan. For me, I just didn't feel like I got a whole lot out of this mascara. In terms of comparing it to my favorite mascaras, this one didn't tick the box for me, unfortunately. However, what I did like about it is a two-type wand, I suppose. So on one side, on this curved side here, you have the like the sort of plasticky bristles. So these are really good for applying product, like depositing product, and getting definition in your lashes. And then on the inner sort of curved part, this side here, you have the traditional wand bristles, which I personally find is good for like getting the lift and the curl of the lashes when you're applying it. For me, I think it's a formula that kind of falls a little bit flat. It's not that it's not good. I just didn't feel like it gave me the volume and the length that I usually look for in a mascara. Essence mascaras are one of those things that, like, sometimes when they're a hit, they are outstanding. Like, they are just the bomb. And I know a lot of people swear by Essence mascaras, and I have tried some in the past that have been fantastic, so I totally understand. And look, I'm also of the belief that lash chemistry, shall we call it, is a thing. Often mascaras that work for some people don't work for other people, and things that fall flat for some are absolutely outstanding for others. So I don't think this is a bad product. I just don't think it gives me what I personally look for in a mascara. Now, Essence is definitely affordable enough to take a gamble, go and try it out. I would say, like, if I was in a pinch and I had no other mascaras, I would happily use this. It's not bad in the sense that, like, it crumbles or transfers or anything like that. I had no issues in those sorts of areas of, you know, like a product being a fail, so to speak. It just didn't tick the box for the lengthening that I enjoy from a mascara. So unfortunately, this one wasn't from me. However, Essence does have a new mascara and it comes in 2 versions. So if you like your waterproof one, they've got that for you as well. The next item that I want to have a little chit chat about is these guys from Real Techniques. So these are the oh my god, the blend extender mists. So there is a glow finish and there is the satin finish. Now everything about these products was fine, except I don't like the packaging. You might be able to see that this lid is very flimsy, and so is this one. They just like pop right on and off. And the scent was the thing that made me go, no, I'm sorry, I cannot. The glow one definitely gives the skin a glow. I am using it today and I feel like it has hydrated my skin. Cannot dispute that. And I think if they didn't smell the way that they smell, I would not have an issue. I'd probably finish both of them up. They smell like plastic. They have no scent, like no nice scent to them. They just smell like raw ingredients and plastic, especially the matte one. I don't like the scents, unfortunately. Also, these both had these sort of labels, not labels, so kind of like little tabs that were stuck to the top to sort of hang on like a display rack or something like that. And when I've peeled them off, they've left this like sticky residue on them, and there is dog hair stuck all over them because, you know, I live with a dog. And her hair is everywhere. So that kind of, yeah, I've just not really had a great experience with these. However, I also do need to point out that the misters are fantastic. Like they're not rubbish at all. Very even, nice and fine, but also not so fine that you've got to like spray your face 50 times. The misters are very good. The scent is not good. I did like the way it made my makeup look and like the hydrated feel that it gave me. The satin one was like not drying or anything. It doesn't leave like little matte splotches on your face. If you know, you know. But it's meant to blur and mattify the skin, and I don't know if it really did. It's hard for me to tell because if I don't use a hydrating mist, everything looks matte on me. So did it look matte? Yes, but everything does. But for me, it's the scent, and I can't get past the scent, and I'm very, very sorry, but I will not be holding on to these because I just know I won't use them. Okay, there is one more thing that I want to talk about in this video, and that is these. These are from Glam by Manicure, and they are lash application tweezers, and oh my god, these are the best. So you guys might already know that my favorite type of lash application tweezers already look quite similar to this. They are in the same sort of style, and they are these guys, which are from Model Rock. So you can see it's like a long tweezer. It does have an ever so slightly curved edge, and basically you pick up the lash bar where the glue is here, and then you just apply it to your lash line like this. Job done. I also had this pair from Model Rock, which are pretty much the same thing, except these are covered in that sort of, I hate it. It's that like rubberized matte stuff, and they get disgusting, and over time the rubberized stuff like starts to peel off. They're gross. They're so gross. Now, the difference between these guys is these are amazing and these are pretty mediocre. Something about these are very stiff, and I think it has something to do with the coating, maybe even the material that they're made out of, whereas these other ones from Model Rock are, you know, very soft, very pliable, easy to work with, and you don't have to have like a fucking steel grip to use them. Basically, you don't need a steel grip for these. I'm being dramatic, but you get what I'm saying. These don't feel as nice as these, but then you come in with these and these feel so much better than these. Now, the reason why I love these so much and I'm so excited about them is because they are so similar to these guys, and these guys, as far as I'm aware, you just can't get anymore. I think, and look, let me double check right now. Oh my god, they're actually back. They're back, they're in stock, and they're on sale. Actually, I highly recommend going to buy a pair of these from Model Rock. They're only $8.95, 47% off. I don't know how long that's going to last. It's probably not going to still be on sale by the time this video goes up, unfortunately. However, these ones I love, the matte black ones. I just don't really, they're not my fave. These were my fave. And then these came along, and I actually think that these, I think I slightly prefer them over these. And the reason is because this part here, the actual tweezer like tip, is super fine. You can see like they be skinny and tiny, and when you have small eyes and you're working with a small area of the body, precision is everything, and smaller the better, essentially. I find it's super easy to get the lash band right on top of my natural lashes, just on the skin, and also because they're so small, you can really get in there and just like press small sections of the lash band against your skin if it hasn't like adhered at the edges, and I just love them, and my phone is going off. So I love these, and if you do not want to order these from Model Rock and you spot these in Priceline and maybe they're on sale there as well and you wonder if they're good, they are great and I love them. And these guys are going to be my daily tweezers, and I'm actually gonna finally declutter these guys because I had these as like my backup pair. I always keep a pair in my filming space and a pair inside with me. I'm gonna get rid of these ones and I'm gonna keep these babies. I love them, they're fantastic, and I think going forward I would potentially just pick up another pair of these if I ever need them. Look, tweezers will literally last you a whole lifetime if you look after them, so you shouldn't need to replace them unless you lose them or I don't know, you damage them somehow. But yeah, I really like these Glam by Manicure eyelash tweezers. Fantastic. Alright guys, so I am going to leave that there. If you guys have tried any of the things in this video and you also have thoughts on them, feel free to leave them down below for anyone who wants to know more about the products, because obviously this is just my opinion, and my opinion is not the be all end all. Everyone likes different stuff, so maybe you have different hair type to me and you absolutely love the Shea Moisture leave-in products. Let me know the things, let me know your thoughts, or if there's anything in this video that now you're tempted to pick up. I'm not even kidding, like go buy these tweezers. Even if you don't wear false lashes, I'm telling you now, just go get them, they're so good. I love them so much. But that's it for me today guys. Thank you so much for watching and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.